Hi Adventure Buddies, my name is Angel Mathis and I am here to teach you how to write and tell your outdoor adventure story. Storytelling is an art, adventuring is a passion, and I want you to put them together. Whether you're a professional adventurer giving a presentation to a large crowd or an amateur outdoor athlete who has been invited to speak in front of a group of friends, this class is for you. You'll learn how to tell a captivating and compelling adventure story and incorporate it into any upcoming adventure presentation or talk. We'll cover the Boldly Went Outdoor Adventure Storytelling Method, a 5-rule strategy that you can use to put any one of your captivating outdoor adventure stories together in an hour or less. As a class project, you'll use the Boldly Went template to construct a solid outline of your outdoor adventure story that will fully engage and have people sitting on the edge of their seats. I'm Angel Mathis, and I created the outdoor adventure storytelling method called Boldly Went. A big part of what Boldly Went does is we create a traveling outdoor adventure storytelling live show and educate people around the USA and Canada about how to tell their best adventure stories. In this class, I will be sharing with you my experience of teaching the Boldly Went method across the USA and Canada, which has been effectively used by hundreds of outdoor adventure storytellers at our live shows. But 99% of people attending Boldly Went shows, either as storytellers or as audience listeners, say that they would come back and bring a friend. I think that points to how effective the strategy is, and I am sure that you're going to find that when you tell your story using this strategy, it's going to be really fun. So first, let's talk about the difference between an adventure presentation and an outdoor adventure story or storytelling. We've all been there. We've all been to a presentation where somebody's telling us how many ounces their backpack weighed, how many steps they took that day, how many strokes they swam through the water, how cold it was, all of the details. And sometimes there's details that are important, and sometimes there's details that are just boring. And that's the difference. Logistical presentations, the most common type of presentation in the outdoor industry and in the outdoor world, focus on communicating details of an adventure. But those presentations commonly leave out the most important part of the adventure, and that's the emotion. And that's what defines true adventure. So looking at this slide, you can see the difference that I've laid out between a presentation and storytelling. So on the left under presentation, you see that they tend to be long, like an hour or so. You're given lots of details, lots of logistics. You have a broad vision. You're getting an overarching view of what the adventure was. The goal is to communicate information, like I said, and the emotional part is very unusually shared. And there's low audience engagement for the most part. But the way that storytelling is different is that it tends to be shorter. The points tend to be much more descriptive in what the person's telling you. The picture of that adventure is very narrow. It may just be one tiny little piece of that adventure. The goal is really to entertain. So you're going to get a lot of emotion. People are going to share a lot of details. The best storytellers are going to use a lot of excitement or fear or a lot of emotion words when they're telling you their story. And because of that, you get a lot of audience engagement. So the good news is that anyone invited to talk about their adventure in front of a live audience can use the Boldly Went method that you're about to learn here to introduce one or more stories into your presentation that will give your audience the chance to be engaged and make your message more compelling. Telling a well-crafted adventure story is within anyone's reach, but it takes a little more effort than regurgitating logistical details.